have 45 minutes today together. All you'll need is a towel, a strap, or you could even use a sarong. I've been using a sarong at home, but just something that you can do some shoulder stretches with. So feel free to run off and grab a towel. That's about it really, and your mat, a bit of space. Wherever you are, get comfortable. Find a seat. You can sit with your knees tucked under like me. You can sit cross-legged. Whenever you're ready, come onto your mat. Take a deep breath in. Let it go. And let's get ready to practice together. As always, please modify whatever you need to suit your body and how you're feeling today. So bringing your hands to the back of your knees, let your palms face upward, closing down your eyes. Starting with a few deep breaths together. In your nose and out of your nose. Inhale. And exhale. Again, breathing in. Breathing out. Let go of all of the air before you begin to breathe in again. Full breath in, filling up. And let it all go. Keep breathing in this way, filling up your lungs, the front, the back, sides, upper, lower. And then when you breathe out, just let the breath go. Let all of the air out. Breathe mindfully. Releasing your jaw, relaxing your shoulders. Bring our awareness to our bodies, to our breath. 2 more times. After your next exhale, bringing your hands together to your heart center, bow your head. Taking a moment of gratitude here. Feeling grateful that we can still practice together. Feeling grateful for all the good things that you have in your life. And we set our intention for our practice. You hope to get out of your class. It might be just finding mindfulness, awareness. Whatever it is, we don't judge. We don't judge ourselves, we don't judge each other. One more deep breath in. Open your mouth, side out. Then reach up, open your eyes, look up to your fingertips. Exhaling, bringing your hands to your heart. Again, deep breath in, reaching up. And exhale. Beautiful. Let's twist to our left side. Right arm crosses, press into the floor, wide shoulders. Keep your chin down. Let's not use our necks here. Make sure you're still breathing. And then turning all the way to the other side. Breathe in. Exhale, draw back the right shoulder, press down with your right hand. We're in the Barossa today. Beautiful. The autumn colors are amazing. Then coming back to the front. Left hand down, reach your right arm up. If you're mirroring me, that's fine. It doesn't matter. We're doing both sides. Press down with the opposite sit bone. Feel the length in the side of your body. Breathe in, lift up. And breathe out to the other side. Lengthen. Relaxing your neck. And then coming back to center. Good. Let's make our way to all fours. Bringing your hands directly underneath your shoulders and your knees under your hips. We're going to circle around, warming up in our wrists. Circle around, change directions, going around the other way. Make sure you're really pressing into the floor. Good. Coming back to the center. Take your right hand forward. Thread your left arm under, left ear down. Stretch your right arm further forward and press down with your right armpit. Hips are stacked over the knees. Breathe in your nose and out of your nose. Bring your right hand in, press into the floor, come back up to all fours. Take your left hand forward, thread your right arm under. So your right shoulder is down, then stretch out with your left hand. And again, pressing into the floor. Breathe, guys, in your nose, out of your nose. Coming back to center, walk your hands back underneath your shoulders. Press into the floor, feel your shoulder blades separating. So we're not pinching them together, we're pressing away from the floor. Take a deep breath in, look forward, curl your tailbone up, and exhale, round your spine. Pull the belly in, keep pushing down. Inhale forward, exhale. One more, inhale forward, exhale. Good. Let's take our right arm and our left leg out. Extend. Squeeze your butt and lengthen your leg. Keep pressing down with the left hand. And then slowly take it down and change sides. Breathing in, lengthen, push down with your right hand. Don't start sinking down again. Squeeze your butt, lengthen your leg. And down. One more on either side. Lengthen out. Push. Slowly down. Other side. Lengthening. And back down. Beautiful. Knees apart, toes together. Sitting back into child's pose. Walk your fingers forward, head to the floor. Tailbone to your heels, lengthening your spine. Taking a few slow breaths here. If you need to modify, stay with your hips up higher. Feeling this beautiful stretch, possibly in the adductors, all the way along our backs. Now stretch your fingers forward, make your arms active, coming on only onto your fingertips. Rotate the eye of the elbow upward, broaden out across your upper back. Keep breathing, pull the belly in, lift up the lower ribs. Flatten out your hands, lifting up, tuck your toes, coming into our first downward facing dog. Pedaling out your legs, bend one and then the other, pressing your heels down to the floor. Just lingering here for a moment. Notice how you're feeling. If you want to swivel from side to side, that's okay as well. Remember, your hands are flat. We're pressing into our whole hand. Start to straighten your legs out as much as you can. We're walking our hands to our feet today. Walk your hands to your feet. Bring your hands to your knees or your shins and look forward. Flat back here. Straighten out your legs. Good, as much as you can. And then bend your knees and fold forward. Hands to the floor. The crown of your head points down. Taking a few breaths. And holding onto your elbows. You can move here. You can sway slowly side to side. You can move forward and back, little pulses. Warm up your hamstrings. All slow movements. Keep breathing. And bring your hands to your shins or your knees and straighten out your back again. Bend your knees more. Rise all the way up, reaching up your arms. Exhaling, hands come to our heart. Reach up, breathe in. Take your hands behind. Resting your hand on top of your hip, tuck your tailbone, roll your shoulders back, lift your chest into a little back bend. Keep your elbows in. And then bringing your chin to your chest, run your hands all the way down the back of your legs and wrap your arms behind your knees. Pull your chest into your thighs. Tip a tiny little bit of weight forward. Then release your hands to the floor. Walk your hands forward. Coming back to plank. Let's take our knees down. Untuck the toes. Make sure you're not sagging in the middle. Tuck the tailbone under. Lower slowly, taking the chest to the floor. And then rolling our shoulders back, cobra, looking forward. Exhale, lower down. Let's do that again. Shoulders roll back to cobra. Squeeze the butt. And then slowly come back down. Back into child's pose. Let the breath go. Lengthen your arms. Draw the belly in. Lift the lower ribs. Spreading the fingers. Up and back. Downward facing dog. Walk your hands in slightly. See if you can press your heels slightly closer to the floor. Pausing here for another breath. Let's walk our hands to our feet. Half lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rising all the way up. Just like we did before, hands coming down to the heart. Inhale, rise. Hands behind. This time, see if you can point your fingers upward. Tuck the tailbone, roll the shoulders back, lift the chest. Chin to chest. Run your hands down the back of your legs. Wrap your arms behind your knees. Hug your chest to your thighs. Little bit of weight forward. Press your legs into your arms. Release your hands. Walk them forward. Coming to plank. Squeeze your thighs. Tuck the tailbone. This time, if you want, you can stay on your toes. Otherwise, drop your knees. Slowly lowering to the floor. Shoulders are rolling back. Maybe a little bit higher if your back feels okay. Exhale down. One more time. Inhale, shoulders rolling back, chest out. And then slowly down. Back into child's pose. Knees out. Chest to the floor if you can get down there. Lengthen your arms. One breath, let it go. Downward facing dog, up and back. Look to your hands and step your right foot in. If it doesn't make it, pick it up and move it. We're taking our left knee to the floor. Untuck the toes and sweep your arms up. Sinking forward here into the hips. We want to feel this stretch in the hip flexor on the left side. Scoop the tailbone under. Let's sink down lower. Clasping hands, keep your arms next to your ears and lift, lengthen to the right side. You don't have to go very far. Coming back to the center, bring your arms down to the floor. Let's see if we can straighten out our right leg. Don't worry if it's not ready to straighten. You might have a block, you might have a coffee table next to you. You can walk your hands up your leg, whatever you need. Breathe into this stretch. And then bending that knee, Let's reach up again. Inhale. Clasp hands, lengthen. Exhale to the right side. Coming back to center. Hands down to the floor. Pressing back, straightening out your right leg. Try to lengthen here. Maybe you can sink down lower. Then bending your knee. Pick up your left knee, step back into downward facing dog. Notice the difference in your right and left leg here. Pay attention to your body, pay attention to your breathing. Look forward. Left foot is coming in, right knee down. Untuck the toes and rise. Sinking forward into the hips. Check that your back shin is aligned with your sit bone. Toenails are down, clasping hands. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhaling to the left side. Keep your arms next to your ears. Avoid twisting. Coming back to center. Release your hands to the floor. Good. Straightening out your left leg as much as you can. Deep breathing. Bending your leg. Let's rise up again. It really depends on what time of the day you're practicing, what you did before your class, how warm you are, and how your muscles will respond. We're lengthening to the left side again. Remember, tuck the tailbone under. Come back to center. Hands back down to the floor. Straightening the left leg. And maybe you can walk further forward this time. Bending your leg, pick up your right knee, stepping back, downward facing dog. Good. Press the heels towards the floor, tilt the sit bones up, spreading out your fingers. Look forward. Let's step our right foot forward. This time we're keeping the left knee off the floor. Keep it straight though, so squeeze your left thigh. We're going to take our right arm up. Inhale, open up your right arm, reach it up. And then we're taking it the right hand back down and we're lifting up the left arm. Take your left arm up. Good. And back down. Straightening out your right leg, so both legs are straight. Press down your left heel. See if you can bend your elbows. Deep breathing. And bending your right knee. Step back into downward facing dog. Press into the floor. Lift the tailbone, lengthen the spine. Left leg is coming forward. Sinking down into the hips. Squeeze your left thigh. Press down with your right hand, left arm lifts. Breathe. Look wherever it feels most comfortable for your neck. Taking down your left hand, reaching up your right arm. Slowly back down, straightening out your left leg. Press down with your right heel and then drop the shoulders and chest. Deep breathing. Bending your left knee, step back, downward facing. Pedal the legs out again. Look forward. Take a step to the top of your mat. Half lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhaling, rising all the way up. Feet together, hands to the heart. Beautiful. Inhale, reach up. Arms come out wide, big swan dive back down to the floor. Half lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold forward. Step back into plank. Squeeze your butt, tuck your tailbone. Lower all the way down to the floor. Shoulders are rolling back, high or low cobra. Up to you, keep your elbows slightly bent. If you want to go upward facing dog, you can. And then slowly back down. Pressing back into child's pose. Let the breath go. Downward facing dog, pressing up and back. Look forward, step your right foot forward. High lunge. If it doesn't make it, just pick it up and move it forward. Sinking down into the hips. Reach both arms up as you inhale. Clasping hands, arms either side of your ears. Sink down lower. Lengthening to your right side. So we're leaning across to the right side just like we did before. And then coming back to the center, hands to the heart. Move forward, straighten your left leg and twist to your right side. If this is too much, then you just drop down your back knee like this. Otherwise, keep that knee lifted, squeeze your thighs. Your right elbow is pointing to the ceiling. Turn your chest. And then slowly we rise all the way back up into our high lunge. And open up into Warrior Two. Roll your shoulders down, lengthen your arms, and sink down slightly lower. Good. Look to the right hand. Reach both arms up, clasp hands. Yes, lengthen to your left side. Stay low in your front leg. Back into Warrior Two. Windmill your hands back over to the floor. Stepping back into your plank. Knees or toes, you can go halfway down into upward facing dog or just what we've been doing into cobra and downward facing. Big breath here, let it go. Same thing to the left side, look forward, left foot comes in, rising all the way up into your high lunge, activating your inner thighs. Sink down lower. Clasping hands. Arms stay beside your ears. Lengthen upward and then leaning to your left side. Keep your eye gaze forward. Straightening up. Hands to the heart. Move forward. Push into your right heel and twist to your left side. Pressing the palms. Left elbow points to the ceiling. Squeeze that back thigh. Breathe. Don't worry, it's only yoga. What's the worst that can happen? You're just going to feel better than when you started. So don't judge the shapes that you make or don't make. Rise all the way up. Inhale. Opening up into Warrior Two. Roll the shoulders down and sink down lower. Reaching up both arms. It really is a magnificent view here. And lengthen to the right side. Pull up on your left arm. Back to Warrior Two. Hands come back to the floor. Stepping back into your plank. Knees or toes. Chaturanga. Or all the way to the floor. Back into downward facing. Let's take our knees down to the floor. sit back into child's pose. Head down, guys. Let the breath go. Relax your forearms. Take a few deep breaths here. Stay focused on how you're feeling. Any thoughts that come to you, let them float by. Deal with them later. Stay with your body. Stay with your breath. And then slowly coming up. Spread the fingers. Tuck the toes. We're walking our feet forward. Your hamstrings might be warm enough that you can keep your legs straight. Half lift and fold. Come up and bring your hands to your heart. Good. We're going to go into a balanced pose. So your hamstrings should be nice and warm. We'll just go into dancer's pose. I'll face this way. We're going to take hold of the inside of our left foot and reach your right arm up. As you push back, you should feel the stretch in your shoulder. So you're pushing back away from your body. So you're not pulling this leg in. You want to kick back, look forward, and then start to kick up. Up. Keep reaching forward. And then slowly come down, release, roll out your shoulders. Let's do that on the other side, taking hold of the inside of your right foot. Reaching forward with your left arm. Kick back. This might be enough for you, so you might want to just stay here. But otherwise, play around, see how you go. Keep kicking up and back. Beautiful. Stepping down, shoulders roll out. Good work. Now we're going to grab hold of our towel or your strap or whatever you got. Come down onto your knees. We're just going to do a few shoulder dislocates. So taking it up and over, we want to keep our arms straight. Up and over. Lift the shoulders slowly, lower. If it's too easy, make your towel or your sarong shorter. But don't bend your arms. Lift and lower, up and down. Take your time. Good. One more time. And then back down. Good. We're going to come onto our stomach. We're going to take the towel forward. So we're going to attempt to do the same thing, laying down. So forehead is on the mat. I'm going to reach forward with our towel and we're going to take it up and behind and then up and to the floor. 5, 4 more, up and over. Keep your head down, keep your feet down. 2 more times, lift. 1 more. Make sure you're breathing, inhale to lift. And back down. Good. Let go of your towel. I hope that felt good. We're going to take our left arm into this cactus shape here. Your right hand is going to press into the floor and we're going to roll towards the left arm. Head to the floor and float your right leg. So my right leg is just floating in the air and that's you. I'm using that to to adjust my stretch. So the more I pull back on that leg, the more I go over to the left. So we're feeling this stretch in the front of the left shoulder. Now we're going to straighten the left arm out to the side and roll a little further. And coming back to our stomachs. I'm going to face you this time. So we do it to the other side. So we're bending the right arm, left hand is pressing, and I'm rolling to my right side. Left leg is floating in the air, controlling the stretch. If you have any shoulder injuries, please modify. And then straightening out your right arm. Let's take it over further. You might be able to get your foot all the way to the floor. And then come onto your stomach. Bring your hands beside your body, forehead down, let your shoulders drop down here. And then sweeping your hands underneath your shoulders. Let's press up, coming into an upward facing dog or a seal pose. So we're going to take our hands sideways and just stretch to one side. And then to the other side. If this hurts your back, go back down to cobra. It's good, guys. And pushing up onto your knees. Let's take our right foot forward and sink forward into your hips. Like we were doing in the very beginning, we want to tuck under here, so we're scooping the tailbone up this way, feeling the stretch in the left hip flexor. Let's see if we can sink down lower. We're making our way into pigeon. So we're taking our hands down to the floor and we're going to wriggle our right foot across to the left side. Tuck it in and then place the knee down. Now, if your hips are nice and tight like mine, another good use for your strap or your towel is to put it around your foot like so and then pull your foot up. Then it can't go in, and as you come down, you can hold onto your strap. Both hips are facing the floor. Good. If you want to go down lower, if you're super mobile, go all the way down onto your chest. You can go into a bind, you can go into whatever variation that you like here. But if you're new and you're just beginning, stay with me. Close your eyes and breathe. Keep trying to lengthen the left leg back. And then slowly releasing, walk your hands in, lift your chest up. You stretch into that back hip flexor again. We're pressing down in the right shin and reaching our arms up. Try to lift up, arms beside your ears. And then hands back down to the floor. Good. Undo your legs, come back to all fours. Pedal out your legs, or straighten one and then the other one. And whatever that you feel you need. And lifting all the way back up onto your knees. Left foot comes forward. Scooping under the right tailbone, sink forward. Squeeze your butt on the right side as you come down, protecting our hips. Good, looking good. Slowly lift up, hands to the floor. Wriggle your left foot, across. Going back into pigeon, grab your foot, tuck it in. So remember, you can take your strap or your towel, wrap it around, pull your foot forward, then lift up so both hips are facing the floor and come back down. Untuck your toes. Notice one side will be better than the other side. Use that deep breath. Remember to focus on your breathing. Let those thoughts float by. This is your time. It's your yoga. One more breath. And then slowly up. Straightening up, shoulders square. Press down with the left leg. Reach up your arms. Beautiful. Hands to the floor. Let's bring our legs forward. Shaking out your legs. Let the blood back into your legs. We're going to reach our arms up, and again, use your strap or use your towel if you can't reach towards your toes. If it hurts your back, then bend your legs, bring your chest out. Otherwise, reaching towards your toes, pull your toes towards you. Wriggle around, and then start to draw your rib cage down. You might get a nervy pain in the back of your leg as you pull your toes up. We're not trying to take our head down to the floor, we're just drawing our ribs forward, pulling our toes up. And lifting up slowly. Good. Let's roll onto our backs. Hugging your knees into your chest. Circle around, going in both directions. Extend your right leg to the floor. We're going to take the outside of our left foot and take it across the body and place it on the floor. I'll go this way so you can see. So my foot is on the floor like that. Then my left arm is opening back. I'm trying to keep this foot flat on the floor and then rolling back, depending on how tight your hips are. If your hips are really tight, you'll definitely feel this in the outside of your left hip. If your hips are super open, it won't be quite as strong. We're going to stay here for a minute and breathe into this stretch. We're picking up our right foot, holding the outside of our right foot, taking it across to the floor so my foot is flat, opening my right arm back, and then rolling my hips back down, or wherever you need to take your hips to feel this stretch. So you're going to feel it on the outside of your right hip. Good. Close your eyes and breathe. Release, hug your knees in, come into happy baby pose. Hold on to your heels, take your knees down towards your armpits and gently rock from side to side. Feet coming to the floor, arms by your side, lengthen out your legs as we come to Shavasana, our final pose. Big breath in and let it go. Let everything go. Release your jaw. Let your tongue come away from the roof of your mouth. Shoulders melting down. Let your body get heavier. You come back to that full breath in. Long, slow breath out. Start to lengthen your exhalation. Breaths in. Starting to move your fingers and your toes. You have the option of staying here. You don't have to get up. Lengthen your arms and your legs, and then hug your knees into your chest. Rolling onto your preferred side. And then slowly pressing back up into a seated position. Bring our hands back to our heart center, bowing your head again to your hands. The light within me sees and honors the light within you. And so we bow to each other and we say Namaste. Thanks for joining me again, yogis, wherever you are. Enjoy the rest of your day, your evening, and I will see you next time.